Alright, so I picked this thing up from the machine shop. They cleaned it up, I guess, mostly. I thought it'd be cleaner. It should be more like this instead of this. There was a lot of grease or oil right here along the top. At least that's all cleaned up, and the inside looks, you know, fairly clean. So, not a big deal, I guess. They charge like 20 bucks to clean it up. I would have cleaned it myself, but they're like right down the road, and for 20 bucks, I just figured I'd drop it off. I thought it'd be perfect though. So either way, I got to put it together. I did notice that these holes were kind of not too clean for the injectors, and so I had this from when I rebuilt transmissions. It's to clean the valve bodies, and it fits in there nicely. And got a couple of the holes cleaned up, so I just kind of went through and did a few passes and it cleaned them up. That looks a lot better. I'm gonna go and use compressed air to just blow this thing out, because I went through and used the brush on this thing a little bit, try to get, because it was a little worse than this when I got it. Alright, so I also wanted to install the fuel rail with the injectors, but before doing that I was going to replace the seals. Then I started looking, and it looks like they're cracking. I got a crack right here, and even worse on this side, and then this one is starting to split right there. So I mean, 22, 23 years really put a toll on them, so I'm just going to go ahead and replace them. I'll go ahead and order them. I'll assemble everything, and I'll probably even just pop this in just to keep it all together. And I'll put the new seals on the new injectors, obviously. I'll just leave these alone. Make sure the gasket is properly aligned. In the back there. Alright, this thing's ready to go back on the engine. I'll put the injectors in later. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and install the exhaust manifold and the intake manifold. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and install the exhaust manifold, starting with the rear one. Alright, so here's the tightening sequence and the torque spec for this particular engine. Alright, now I can go ahead and start putting the wiring together and spark plugs, coils. Alright, let's go ahead and install the wiring harness. Okay, so right here, I took this clip off, but it broke when I was trying to remove it. So I just put a zip tie through it. That way, basically does the same thing. So I believe this is for the air box, the intake tube. There should be a sensor in there. Possibly same with that. I'm not going to plug in the injectors yet because I do need to replace them. Once they come in, I'll just remove the entire fuel rail and get them replaced and then get everything connected.